Welcome ladies and gentlemen, my name is Nation, we are playing XCOM 2. So yeah, I have recreated some of my viewer soldiers, so let's check. Zapp is back again, and we have Frank Germany and Berta. So they are back. Okay, so we have restarted here, so let's see, we need to get some research going.
Impressive, isn't it? Capable of generating immense power, yet completely harmless to human life. If only the same could be said for the rest of the aliens' technology. Commander. Dr. Richard Tigan, Chief Science Officer. I am responsible for the entirety of our research here, as well as the procedure you so recently underwent. Welcome to my lab, such as it is. I'm not sure what Central may have told you, but we found something while removing you from the alien stasis suit. A device implanted directly in your occipital lobe. Had I access to the equipment available to me during my tenure at Advent, I would already know the precise nature of its function. However, given time and your approval, of course, Commander, I assure you, I will find out. Which brings to light an additional point. Though aspects of this facility are indeed impressive, I am but one man. Were you to direct additional support personnel and resources to me, I could substantially improve the speed of all our research. Farewell, Commander.
Yeah, so that was Tigan. He's defected from the Advent, and he's actually was on the other side, but he has a kind of yak. Okay, so what should we go for? This will give us Nanofiber West, which I don't find so useful because it's just 1 HP. Island Biotech, oh, I think... Yeah, let's go for this one first.
I do find that area of research to be among the more intriguing options available.
Okay, so...
We'll begin work immediately.
We
I'll
have...
send word when a complete report is available.
There's room for us to expand our facilities on board the Avenger, Commander, but we'll need more engineers to clear out space for construction first. Commander,
yeah, we need an engineer.
Help on the engineering team before I can start clearing out some of these other rooms. We should recruit an engineer.
We will try to do that. Okay, this is glowing, so we should probably go there.
Okay, reworked your repulsors with some of the parts I salvaged from their old engine. Should fix that stabilization problem you had. Come on, Rover. It'll work. Commander! Getting our tech to talk to theirs is harder than you'd think. Lily Shen, Chief Engineer, at your service. You were probably expecting to see my father. In all that's happened, I'm guessing Central didn't tell you yet. He's gone. Dad gave everything he had to get us this far. This entire ship is his life's work. I know he would have loved to show you around the place himself. He used to talk about you a lot. You can be sure I'm ready to finish what he started. Might not look it, but from here, I can fabricate pretty much anything you come up with. And with a little more help, well, you'd be amazed with what I can do. It was an honor to finally meet you, Commander.
Okay, so that is Shen. She is the older engineer in the first new XCOM. Is his father. Okay, so the only thing I feel I need to build...
You'd be surprised how big of a difference some of these things can make in combat, Commander.
Medikits.
With a few supplies, I can manufacture anything we need in no time.
Sweet. I will not go for flashbang yet.
You lived in one of the colonies for a few years before linking up with Central, right?
Yes, one of the advantages of working with Advent. On the surface, it was very comfortable. But there was a price for that comfort.
The millions of people in those cities don't seem to mind all that much.
Yes, but Advent is always watching. Between their forces and the aliens themselves, they see everything, not to mention the automated systems. There's nothing quite like providing identification to a lamppost.
Okay, so this is our little offers. We have stuff here, and what they don't show you, but if you zoom in here, you can see we have a little collection there. It looks like a sectoid. Okay, so we can't do much more than waste time out here.
Commander, good to see you on your feet again. Welcome to the bridge, the nerve center of our operation. The aliens have our entire world in their grip. Advent controls everything. Government, communications, industry, not to mention the military. And it's on us to take it all back. Resources and time are tight, Commander. It'll be up to you to decide how to best use both. The ship is yours.
Okay, thank you, Bradford. So,
while we prepare for new operations and continue our research, we can pass time by scanning at sites like this one. On your order, we'll start our scans on the surrounding area.
also,
Commander, one of our resistance contacts just tipped us off to a site that may be worth investigating.
so here we will get our first engineer, so let's do that. The cool thing is that we started in a different place. We are starting on the west coast of America.
Scanning capabilities will help us search the area for clues or other resources. It's going to take some time, though. We've got a lot of ground to cover.
Okay, it will be a lot of cutscenes here in the beginning. I don't want to skip them in case someone is... That's also one of the reasons I have base management on their own episode, so we can take our time and enjoy all the story. After the smoke began to rise from a nearby landmark, we used our long-range scanners to probe the site. Probe? With no immediate indication of hostile activity, we conducted an aerial sweep and found the engineer living in a small settlement nearby who was trying to signal XCOM. Yeah, thank you. Welcome on board, Yukisuki.
Clearing out space for new facilities, Commander. We should keep looking for more recruits, though. We'll need them to staff the facilities once they're built.
Okay, we will go.
Avenger plotting new course.
And as you travel, you spend a little time, so that's one of the things you have to think about, not traveling in too much, because you will waste time. Okay, so we have a coil there, so I probably want to go for workshop there later, but let's see. Supplies 24. So let's start with
Commander,
this
so
one.
far, I haven't seen anything critical among the alien components left over in this area.
So
If we clean this stuff out, we could probably use this space for a new facility. Excavation is underway, Commander, but it's going to take some time to get all that stuff cleared out.
And one thing I learned from the first playthrough, the engineer is probably the most important resource. The more engineer you have, the faster you can work on the base and speed up things. They give bonus to the different facilities also, so they are very important. Okay, so
So much of my own research based upon this simple design. If only I had known. Ah, Commander, excellent timing. There's been some progress. I've managed to break down several key components of the chip implanted into your skull. My analysis reveals that its primary function was that of a conduit, passing a vast amount of data directly to your cerebral cortex. With the primary connection severed, much of that data is lost. Several fragments do remain, however, ghosts, if you will. Observe. Tactical combat simulations, war games. The sheer volume of encounters you were processing was astounding. It is truly remarkable that you survived as long as you did. Though this may seem disconcerting, there is still some good news. This chip bears a striking resemblance to a medical implant I briefly assisted in developing at the gene therapy clinic in New Providence. My understanding was that the implants were intended for high-ranking Advent officers only, captains or above. Retrieving a chip from such an officer would be the only way to know for certain. A greater understanding of these implants would undoubtedly benefit us all, Commander.
well, yeah, so we have a ship in our head. Okay, we don't have Advent
The Advent officers have clearly been modified to allow for their subordinates to receive new orders psionically. The
And
implanted chip is the key.
this is a very important building. I found out that in my last playthrough. I built it very late. This building are the new sick bay, so if you don't build it, your soldiers can spend up like 20 days wounded. So that's one of the buildings I will prioritize as the guerrilla tactics tool. So let's read this. With little time to prepare, we were forced to conduct an extremely invasive procedure on the commander in order to remove what appeared to be an implant. Carefully meshed with the optical lobe, although all indications were that the device was not designed for removal. Concerns as to the commander's potential longevity and the risk of possible remote manipulation by the aliens left us with a little alternative. He has an implant removed, that's why he has a scar on the back of his head. Despite my concerns, the commander has so far felt no lasting effects from the procedure and appears to be recovering ahead of expectations. As for the ship itself, my initial findings are alarming, to say the least. The device is psionically driven by latent injury of the subject's brains, in this case, the commander. More importantly, it appears the device functions as both a transmitter and a receiver, relaying information via some form of psionic link. Even after removal, I had to shield the device to contain the residual psionic field surrounding the implant itself, for fear of what it might be capable of. If my current theory is correct, the commander may have played a more important role in an advanced operation than we could possibly imagine. So yeah, we have advanced warfare. Once the advanced warfare center is built, soldiers may gain a bonus outside the current class, or that whenever they are promoted. I didn't know that actually. In addition, an engineer can be staffed in the advanced war center to decrease the times of our soldiers need to recover from injuries. So that's a very important thing. What should we do about? This takes 5 days. And I think I... let's do that.
The officers appear to be similar, if not physically the same as the common Advent trooper in terms of power and agility. However, field reports indicate a more developed mental acuity, as the officers do provide tactical directives to the subordinate Advent forces.
Cool, so we have that going now.
Having successfully completed the operation necessary to remove the commander's implant, I am intrigued by the possibility of examining another subject for comparative analysis. Since the officer in question will likely have expired long before arrival here, I may rely on a faster, more invasive approach to removing the chip this time around.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, let's see what's going on the geoscape. Okay, we have some supplies there, and we have nothing else to do, so let's do that.
As the resistance continues to grow, we'll have a better chance of finding openings to strike back at Advent. As we've already identified a potential target to disrupt the aliens' operations in this region. Our window of opportunity is limited, so we'll have to move fast.
Okay, so this is our first guerrilla mission, and our reward is Dr. Heinrich von Parkinton Engineer, and yeah, we're keeping our funny names. So yeah, this will be the mission I will do in the next episode. Let's put up the lineup here, so we have that done. And I think we need to train the rookies. Okay, so for the moment, maybe we need to hack something. I want to replace 2 of them. 2 grenades, that's a very helpful. Okay, let's do it. A Grenadier is so useful, and he is also useful because his sword is so powerful in the beginning of the game. And I want to train a rookie, but I can't decide. I want to train 2 rookies if it's possible. Okay, we will leave you at home. Okay, because these ones are very powerful in the beginning, I think. So let's take you and you. So we have 2 rookies. Cool. So who should we give the medikit to? Let's give you a medikit. Okay, cool. So that will be the lineup for our mission, next mission. And as always, thank you for watching.